Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satya Malik reviews preparations for Eid. Rescue and relief operations underway on a war footing in flood-hit Kerala, Maharashtra and Karnataka. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan stresses on harnessing biofuels to reduce their import and ensure sustainable energy. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju says cash prizes will be awarded to players from this year under Khelo India program. And Saurabh Verma enters men's singles final of Hyderabad Open BWF Tour Super 100 Badminton Tournament. In Jammu and Kashmir, the situation showed significant improvement on the sixth day today. Srinagar city witnessed normal traffic as people thronged ATMs to withdraw cash for Eid festival. Autos and cars were seen plying on the roads while several shops remained open. In Jammu division, prohibitory orders under Section 144 were completely lifted in 5 districts. Curfew was relaxed in Rajouri, Doda, Poonch, Ramban and Kishtwar districts. The relaxation period passed off peacefully and no untoward incident was reported from any district. All schools and colleges reopened in the 5 districts of Jammu region. Meanwhile, continuing his outreach program, National Security Advisor Ajit Doval today visited Anantnag in South Kashmir and interacted with cattle traders and locals ahead of Eid. More from our correspondent.
NSA's visit to Anantnag is significant as the town is considered the den of militants. Several militants have been killed in encounters by security forces in the town in recent times. Camping in Srinagar since August 6, a day after the centre revoked the provisions of Article 370, Ajit Doval had yesterday toured the sensitive downtown Srinagar and interacted with locals and security personnel. Doval is reaching out to the local population in the valley as a confidence-building measure. Meanwhile, National Conference has moved the Supreme Court challenging the presidential order on Article 370 that revoked Jammu and Kashmir's special status. The party has also reiterated its demand of lifting restrictions over Jammu and Kashmir and sought immediate release of the party leaders, including President Dr. Farooq Abdullah and Vice President Mr. Umar Abdullah, from continued detention. R.K. Raina, AR News, Jammu.
Meanwhile, Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satya Malik reviewed preparations for the Eid celebrations and also healthcare facilities in hospitals in Srinagar city. Malik said the administration is preparing for Eid and ensuring that maximum facilities are provided to the people. He asked people to celebrate Eid without fear and peacefully. The governor said that 2.5 lakh sheep and goat and 30 lakh poultry have been arranged for Eid, adding there is sufficient stock of ration, petrol, diesel and LPG.
ईद की अच्छी तैयारियों में लगे हुए हैं और ज्यादा से ज्यादा जो सुविधाएं लोगों को दी जा सकती हैं उसका प्रबंध कर रहे हैं और मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है कि आज बहुत बड़ी तादाद में लोग सड़कों पे निकले हैं। इस बात के लिए भी कहता हूं कि वो बिला खौफ और बहुत अच्छे माहौल में शांतिपूर्वक ईद मनाएं।
The centre's decision to revoke special status of Jammu and Kashmir is aimed at making it prosperous and improving the living standards of the people. It has already received a positive response among the locals. A report by our correspondent.
In Anantnag, 2 days ahead of Eid ul-Zuha, people are following their daily chores amidst tight security. Marketplaces are abuzz with activity and business as usual. Bedupura Mandi in Anantnag had its own share of sheep noise. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, who is in Jammu and Kashmir, visited this mandi and interacted with the people. On a lighter vein, he inquired from the animal traders about the weight and price of the sheep being sold for Eid. Local residents told the sheep are brought from Dras area of Kargil for sale.
इसका वजन होगा 35-40 के ऊपर। ये करगिल से है। ये सुबह से 2000 भेड़ यहाँ पे आए थे। The sheep husbandry department is coordinating. उनको पता था लाइव स्टॉक कहाँ है, तो वहाँ से लाके यहाँ पे डिफरेंट जगहों से पहुँचाया। मुबारक हो आपको बहुत-बहुत।
The warmth and response of the common man on the streets of Anantnag is a reflection of his desire to see a new dawn for Jammu and Kashmir.
The Congress Working Committee, CWC, is now meeting to take a call on the reports of the 5 subgroups led by younger leaders set up to choose a new Congress president. Earlier today, the CWC urged Rahul Gandhi to continue as the party president. Briefing reporters in New Delhi today, party spokesperson Randeep Surjewala said the CWC again appealed to Mr. Gandhi to lead the party, saying that he was the best person for the top post. Our correspondent reports that after Rahul Gandhi refused to reconsider his decision, the CWC began consultations to find his successor. National Liberation Front of Tripura, led by Sabir Kumar De Burma, NLFT-SD, has agreed to abjure the path of violence and join the mainstream. An MOU was signed in this regard between the Centre, Tripura government and NLFT-SD. Home Ministry said the group has agreed to surrender its 88 cadres with their weapons. The surrendered cadres will be given surrender benefits as per the Surrender Cum Rehabilitation Scheme 2018 of the Ministry. The state government of Tripura will help the surrendered cadres in housing, recruitment and education. The Ministry said the centre will consider the proposals of the Tripura government regarding economic development of tribal areas of Tripura. The NLFT has been banned under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act since 1997. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has stressed on harnessing the full potential of biofuels. He said this will help achieve Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of reducing import dependence on biofuels and ensure sustainable energy future in the country. Mr. Pradhan was speaking at an event in New Delhi on the occasion of World Biofuel Day today.
2022 तक उन दिनों की जो आवश्यकता है एनर्जी की उसकी हम इंपोर्ट की डिपेंडेंसी घटाएं, निजी क्षेत्र में उत्पादन बढ़ाना, कंजर्वेशन, एफिशिएंसी और अल्टरनेटिव रूट, ये सब 4 उपाय हैं देश की एनर्जी डिपेंडेंसी को घटाने के लिए। और अल्टरनेटिव फ्यूल में ई व्हीकल की बात चल रही है, मोबिलिटी में इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी की भी खपत होगी, ये एक अच्छी पहल है।
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Rescue and relief operations are being carried out on a war footing in rain and flood-hit Kerala, Karnataka and Maharashtra. A red alert has been issued in 8 districts of Kerala. Official sources said 42 people have died due to heavy rain and landslides. Over 1 lakh people are taking shelter in relief camps in the state. We have more from our correspondent.
Rescue and relief operations are on war footing in the state. NDRF, armed forces, NGOs, state disaster forces had joined hands in the mission in the flood and landslide-ravaged regions. Around 1,50,000 people are in over 1,200 relief camps in the state. Wayanad is the worst hit, over 75,000 people in relief camps. Even though rain decreased in the central and southern Kerala, flood-like situation continue in northern parts of the state. The continuing rain had adversely affected the ongoing search and rescue operations. Many train services had been cancelled. Kochi International Airport is expected to be functional from tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, high-level meeting convened in Thiruvananthapuram today took stock of the situation. Mayusha for AR News from Thiruvananthapuram.
In Karnataka, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman reviewed the situation in the rain and flood-hit areas of Belagavi and Bagalkot. She assured flood victims of all assistance from the central government. Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, who visited rain-affected areas in Dharwad district, informed that the centre has released 200 crore rupees to the State Disaster Relief Fund. Addressing media persons in Bengaluru, Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa informed that 24 people have died due to rain, which also displaced 2 to 4 lakh people in over 1,000 villages in 16 districts. Saying that 6,000 crore rupees is the preliminary figure of loss due to floods and rain, he said the state has sought immediate relief of 3,000 crore rupees for taking up rehabilitation work. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The water level in Kaveri River and its tributary Kabini has reached the danger mark, and the authorities have decided to release 1 lakh cusecs of water from Krishnaraja Sagar Reservoir in Mandya district and over 1.25 lakh cusecs from its tributary Kabini. The people living downstream were asked to move to safe places. The Alamatti and Narayanpura dams on Krishna River also released water, due to which areas downstream were inundated. The authorities shifted people from 5 villages in the downstream, and rail transport is hit in the Sakleshpur Subramanya Road section due to unfavorable unprecedented rain. All Konkan Railway trains have been cancelled due to landslide near Karwar. AIR, Bengaluru.
Maharashtra Chief Minister Dharmendra again visited flood-hit Kolhapur and Sangli today to take stock of the situation and relief and rescue operations being carried out there by various agencies. After reviewing the situation, the Chief Minister announced an ex gratia of 5 lakh rupees for the next of kin of those who lost their lives in the rain-related incidents. Addressing a press conference, Mr. Fadnavis said that as floodwater recedes, the government will focus on providing drinking water and restoring power supply in the affected areas. He added that a team of 100 doctors is being sent to Kolhapur and Sangli. He said there is no lack of medicines. The Chief Minister further informed that the Navy is sending additional teams from Visakhapatnam for rescue work as Shirol area in Kolhapur is severely affected. Currently, 95 boats are operating in Sangli. A report from our correspondent.
All India Radio Sangli is also flooded. No one is there in the office or studio from last 3 days, but transmission is on. FM transmitter at Tung is relaying AIR Mumbai and flood-affected people are getting updates. On Tuesday, floodwater entered AIR compound. Staff and officials took a call. They immediately started shifting all equipments to first floor. All staff was working for this in flooded office premises. Because of this, AIR is giving updates to flood-affected people today, fulfilling its aim, Bahujan Hitaya, Bahujan Sukhaya. Nitin Kelkar for AIR News.
Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Kiren Rijiju has said his ministry will be exploring sporting talent from every nook and corner of the country. He said Sports Authority of India training centres have been established in different parts of the country for the purpose. In an interview to AIR News, Mr. Rijiju said under the Khelo India programme, cash prizes will be presented to players for the first time this year.
Khelo India is purely driven by the government. The difference is now in Khelo India, we will be providing lots of incentives. That is to popularize the sport. This time I have decided to provide cash also. Earlier it was only certificate. That certificate gives you particular support in your next step. It gives you recognition. It gives you in getting scholarship.
The full interview will be broadcast on FM Gold and Rajdhani channels immediately after this bulletin. In China, 18 people lost their lives and 14 were missing in a landslide triggered by a large typhoon. Official Xinhua news agency reported the typhoon Lekima made landfall early today in the eastern province of Zhejiang with maximum winds of 187 kilometers per hour. More than 2.5 lakh residents in Shanghai and 8 lakh in Zhejiang province have been evacuated due to the typhoon. In Tanzania, at least 62 people were killed and 70 injured in a fuel tanker explosion today. Police said the disaster took place near the town of Morogoro on a road west of Dar es Salaam when the fuel tanker exploded after overturning. The people were collecting oil from the leaking truck that overturned following the accident. Reigning national champion Saurabh Verma entered the men's singles final with a straight game win over Iskandar Zulkarnain of Malaysia at the Hyderabad Open BWF Tour Super 100 Badminton Tournament today. Saurabh, who had won the Slovenia International in May, beat Zulkarnain 23-21, 21-16 in a 48-minute semi-final clash. The 7th-seeded Indian will face either Singapore's Loh Keen Yew or Korea's Heo Kwang Hee in the title clash tomorrow. Saurabh had won the Dutch Open Super 100 and Russian Open Super 100 titles last year. The second ODI of the 3-match series between India and West Indies will be played tomorrow. The match at Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain will start at 7 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Jammu and Kashmir Governor Satya Malik reviews preparations for Eid. Rescue and relief operations underway on a war footing in flood-hit Kerala, Maharashtra and Karnataka. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan stresses on harnessing biofuels to reduce their import and ensure sustainable energy. Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju says cash prizes will be awarded to players from this year under Khelo India programme. And Saurabh Verma enters men's singles final of Hyderabad Open BWF Tour Super 100 Badminton Tournament. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.